Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, students, last time you know that we were doing the chapter Adobe Photoshop, and in Adobe Photoshop, we had applied a number of options which are written already in your on your screen, and I had given you this file in your Google Classroom as well. Because the main concern is that the task that we are performing, we must have a good practice of it, and we should be able to apply all those options which are there written in our book in this chapter number 7. So we need to understand all these things. That's why we were doing a good practice of this all things. Taking marks in your exam or paper is something else, because you have to write it there in your words, just like in the short question or in long question or in the form of MCQs. But just try to understand that this is basically a practical tool, a soft skill. If you will polish this skill, you will be able to make a number of things in it. So rather being concerned about the marks regarding this subject, the tools that we are studying, these are very important to learn practically. This is basically a very important thing that we need to understand. So we are going to move ahead. I am not going to repeat anything which we have already discussed, and I have already given you the video as well. The video is there in your Google Classroom. If someone wants to revise what is the purpose of the marquee tool, how does it work, and how we can make a new layer to copy an image, how we can save our project in PSD format, and how we can save our project in JPEG or TIFF or bitmap formats, how we can take a color using an eyedropper tool, how we can save a color's number so that whenever we want to find out that particular number, so we can apply that particular hexadecimal code of that particular number so that that color appears in front of us. So all these things are there in this chapter, and now we are going to move ahead because we have to complete it, and afterwards the exercise is also there that we need to do. So right now I'm going to explain you some more things. More options are there that we need to understand. Of course, I will not go through those options that we have already done, and we need to understand this thing, that how we are going to apply these options which are there on page number 129. In selection tool, we had used one marquee tool. Now in selection tool, we have got lasso tools. Lasso tools are used to make freehand selection. In selection, basically there are lasso tool, polygon tool, and magnetic lasso tool. These are the three tools for selection available, and we need to understand basically what are their purpose and how do we use them. Those students who have not mentioned their classes at the end of their names, they should leave and rejoin. A number of times I have already told you that your attendance will be marked if you will mention your name with your class. If you will not mention your class at the end of your name, your attendance will not be marked. You should mention this thing. You need to be careful about it. Now, how we are going to use this lasso tool, what is basically the purpose? This is the thing that we need to understand. Three types are there. Freehand selection for the desired shape. Then polygon is basically used when we are drawing some different portions of lines to make a complete selection. And after doing that selection, we can apply anything, any good thing with it. We can make a copy, we can move it from one image to another, and we can do all types of things that are there, the options that we can apply. Then magnetic lasso, this tool sticks to the edges of the image, thus making the selection very easy. To close the selection border, double click the mouse. We will have to close the selection border. To double click, we will have to press double click in order to close the selection border. So I am going to explain you these all three tools. Now we open the Adobe Flash. I take a new file, or rather I am going to take some images. Okay, let's suppose I take this image. Okay, it is basically hand-drawn scenery-like image. Now I want to select something. So what are the options which are there in this lasso tool? In lasso tool and polygon tool, what is the difference? In lasso tool, what we are going to do, we are basically going to select that particular portion by freehand drawings. Can you see this? Freehand drawing. Now it depends on you, okay, how much you are good at freehand drawings. If you just like you can see that I did not draw it in proper way because I did not have that control on the mouse, because normally these things are done with the pen like stylus. But if you are selecting something and you want to select with the freehand drawings, so you can select any portion, and you can make your selection. Just like if I say start selecting from here. Okay, these are basically some, I think, grassy areas. I select it in this way and then I join it here. Now this is a selection, freehand selection. Now what can I do? What is the thing that we can do with it? That whatever the portion you have selected over here, take the selection, you have got the selection tool, you have selected this portion. Now you can make a copy of it. Okay, you can move it to another image. Okay, so all these things are there that we can do over here. Like if I press Ctrl C and I press Ctrl V, so its copy will be created. I pressed Ctrl C and I pressed Ctrl V, its copy has been created. I have made one copy and you can see that this copy is there on another layer. Can you see this? Another layer has been created. Another layer has been created on which we have got this copy. Now again I go to the background and I take this freehand tool, but now this time I'm not taking freehand tool. And let's suppose this time I take polygon lasso tool. What does it do, polygon lasso tool? In polygon lasso tool, you are going to draw some line, portions of the line. Let's suppose if I had started from here and I want to take this portion, this orange portion. Okay, so what I am going to do, let's suppose I want to take this portion. So basically it is giving you a line using which you, wherever you are clicking, you are making simple small lines. Okay, wherever you are clicking, you are basically making small lines. And after completion of these lines, you will see that your selection has been completed when you will double click on it. All the students will keep the cameras closed. Now, what you can do, you can press Ctrl C or Ctrl V, you will be able to make a copy of it. Can you see this? I have made one copy and this copy is again on another layer, layer number 2. Because in raster graphic, we place all the things on different layers. Freehand tool, you have to draw like a pen. Polygon tool, you will have to click simple places and line will appear automatically. How? As I have told you. What will happen in the polygon tool? In the polygon tool, wherever you are selecting, press, then click, 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 click. Wherever you are selecting, so wherever you are clicking, you are drawing basically simple lines, and at the end you will double click. Now this is the portion that you have selected. You will press Ctrl C and Ctrl V to make a copy of it. Okay, you can make a copy of it in this way, just like I have created one copy of this portion. So in this way, you can take any of the portion. If you select this tree, you can make a portion from this tree. You can make a separate image using this tree. Now, what is the purpose of the last one? Now, again, I click on background. Keep in mind, this is very important. I click on the background first because on the background image, I am taking the selection. Now, I am going to the magnetic lasso. Magnetic lasso is comparatively basically a separate thing, but it is similar to the lasso, but there is some different because when we are taking the magnetic lasso, it is basically going to create some different dots with it, and you can make selection according to your requirement. At the end, when you will double click, so it will become a portion. Press Ctrl C, Ctrl V, then you will be able to see that we have made one portion over here for it, and it is on other layer. Layer 4 has been appeared. Click on the background. Now I'm going to explain you the magic wand tool. This is very important. Magic wand tool is used when you have got an image with with some portions of specific colors. Okay, let me take any other image if I am able to have yeah, let's suppose some image is there with which you have got some same type of color. So what you are going to do, you will take this magic wand tool and you will click here. Automatically that particular color will be selected. Can you see this? Automatically that particular color has been selected. Press Ctrl C, Ctrl V. When you will press Ctrl V, it will make a portion. It will make a copy of you. You did not select it even, but it selected the similar color entirely automatically. Let's suppose if I want to select this portion of the boat, I will go to Magic Wand tool. I will just click here, but I need to click on the background first. I will go to the Magic Wand tool and I will click here. Now you can see that the boat has been selected. Press Ctrl C and Ctrl V. You will be able to see that this is basically the boat that has been selected quite easily. Even it is easier than the polygon tool and the lasso tool, but keep in mind it will only be applied to that particular object where color is same. Where color is different, then it is not going to apply. When color is different, it is not going to apply. This thing is very important. This is very important thing that we need to understand that what we are going to do. Okay, so these all tools are covered that I have explained you. Lasso tool, polygon lasso tool, you can go through even in the video if you want to revise these all things. Lasso tool, polygon lasso tool, magic wand tool I have explained you, and even magic lasso tool I have explained you. And magic wand tool is very important tool. You need to understand all these things over here. If you see the magic wand tool, you can see that it is a magical like stick icon is there that we used, is used to select adjacent areas of the same color. This is very important. Now this thing can be asked in the MCQs. You can use this tool by following steps. I have already explained you the steps, but keep in mind that that image that you are using, but if it will have the similar color, then it will be selected, otherwise it won't be selected. Just like this is an image, so I will take the magic wand tool. When I will click here, so you can see that some portion is selected, some is not selected. Why? Because wherever it finds the similar color, somewhere the image color is darker and somewhere it is lighter, so it should be similar color, then it will be selected, otherwise it will not be selected. Okay, so this thing is very important while using the magic wand tool. So tolerance, the higher the low tolerance setting value, the wider the range of the selected pixel. The tolerance ranges from 0 to 255. Anti-alias defines a smooth edge. The smooth edges will be according to the given picture that you are using. So basically it is going to select the similar colors which are there in the magic wand tool, is going to use those colors only. Contiguous selects only adjacent areas having the same colors. Otherwise, all pixels of the same color in the entire image are selected. Sample all layers selects only pixels from all visible layers if the option is not selected. Colors from the active layer alone are selected. Basically, but whenever we are doing this, basically we are at that particular time we are on some layer. Just like I applied these all options when I was on background image. We are talking about these options. These are the options that we are discussing right now. Tolerance, then anti-alias, contiguous, sample layers. We are talking about these options. So whenever, let me take one file where some mixed colors are there. So whenever I'm selecting using Magic Wand tool, if I'm selecting here, some petals of the sunflower have been selected, but some are not selected. So if I change the tolerance over here up to 255, so you will see that it is going to select even all colors wherever I am selecting, because the tolerance have been removed. So tolerance is by default 32, so we'll need to take it at the 32 even. If you want to increase your selection, press shift and then increase. Okay, just like let me show you one example. I selected here, some petals are selected, some are not selected. Press shift, then select where which are not selected. Okay, now almost I'm not saying complete, almost all the rose petal, all the petals of the sunflower have been selected. Now if I press Ctrl C and I press Ctrl V, then you will be able to see that I have selected almost complete sunflower. How? I pressed Shift key and then I increased, added in the selection. I added in the selection and then I became able to do this. Are you getting this point? So this is how we are going to apply these all options. Working with the images, now you can see that whenever we have got some different images, let me show you some examples. I'm not going to save these files. Whenever we have got some different images, let's like I'm opening some different images over here. Flowers are there, some sceneries are there, and some flowers are there. Okay, let me open some images. I have opened multiple images. Multiple images are there. Let's suppose I am just giving you example. Let's suppose I want to bring this boat in this image. How can I do this? I will take this selection tool. I will go to this boat and I will drag it over here. Can you see this? It has come over here in this image. Now, what should I do? Because this is very large, I should click on the free transform tool. This is the free transform tool. I will click on the, I am pressing Control D. No, I will click Control T. Control T is basically to transform. You can resize the image by pressing Control T. Can you see this? I press Control T, the dots appeared at the corner of the image, and then I became able to have this picture in my graphic in another picture. How to bring one picture in another picture? Now, this is, you can see that we will click on the selection tool, we will say apply. Okay, now it has been applied. Now you can see that the picture has got the background, white background as well. What can I do over here in this situation? If I take the Magic Wand tool and I click on the black color by pressing shift icon to increase the, I have selected the complete boat. Now I press Ctrl C and then Ctrl V. Now you can see that the boat has been separated from the background. Can you see this? How did I do this? Because I selected that particular color using Magic Wand tool and I left the white color. Now I can delete this layer. Can you see this? This is the layer 1. This is the layer which is extra now. I will right click on this layer and I will delete this layer. Now the boat has come. Can you see this? That the boat is there. This is basically layer 2. This is the boat. The boat will not move. If you have clicked on the background, the boat will not move. You will say it is not moving. Why? Because it is not selected. Click on the layer 2. It is on layer 2. Then you can move the boat. Can you see this? If you want to make even copies of it, you can right click on it. You can right click on it and you can duplicate layer. Duplicate layer. Boat 1, boat 2, boat 3. N number of duplicate layers are there that you can create. Can you see this? 3 boards I have created over here. Now I can change their sizes even. Right click on it, Control T, then make it smaller. For example, it is for ahead. Right click on it, then you will have to apply selection. Okay, apply karna padega. You will have to apply on it. Right click on it and say it is layer 2. Control T. Control T will bring this tool, and then I'm making it in smaller size. Okay, click on apply. Now these are some different boards that we have drawn, okay, in this image. I have explained you a number of things over here. Keep in mind, a number of things, number of important things are there. You need to go through the video. How we are going to different objects. Let's suppose if I want to select this board, this is not being selected. My cursor is there, but if this board is moving. Why? Because right now layer 2 is selected, layer 2 copy 2. You can even give them the names by renaming the layers. You can rename the layer from here. Okay, rename option will appear. Yeah, double clicking. Let's suppose I am saying it is board 1. Okay, and I'm saying it is board 2. Okay, and it is board 3. When you double click the layer, you will see that this window will appear. There are a number of options that we are not studying right now, but a number of options are there which are available when you select this option, that what kind of color is there, what kind of things, what kind of things are there that we are selecting. So this is basically the option that we are going to study further, but right now we are not doing this. But this is how you can do this lesson is very important. So whatever the layer you will select, you can move that image. Layer 1, on layer 2, which object is there? This is there. If you don't know which on which layer this is, right click on it. It is board 3. Then when you will click on it, then you can move it. Otherwise you will not be able to move. If you want to move this board, it will not move. Right click on it. This is board 1. Click on it. Then you can move it. Getting this point? So these are very important tools. I have explained you how to move image, how to change image, how to make a copy, how to make multiple layers, how to copy the image, how to one image from one image to another image. All the things are there that I have explained you over here, because we need to do the exercise of this chapter as well. Try to make it a hobby, just like take it as a hobby and spend time on your laptop. Give it some time and you will be an expert of this software. It will pay you a lot. It will give you the soft skills which will be very beneficial for you in your future. So you need to understand such kind of things. What is meant by cropping? Cropping is basically a general phenomena that you normally apply in most of the softwares. Cropping is going to crop their particular image. How you can apply cropping? If you have got some image, let's suppose this is an image, and on this background, if I want to apply a cropping option, but before going toward the cropping, let me mark the attendance first. Okay, so from Raza Haider to Muhammad Mazin up to Adam. Okay, have you got any question that you want to ask? Then I am going to explain you the cropping. What happens in the cropping? You know about the cropping. Cropping is there any difficulty in the crop option? No. Crop means you are going to take a portion of the image. When you will select the image and you will click on the crop, so the remaining part will be removed. This is the thing that you normally do in your Android phone. You remove the unnecessary area of the picture and then that picture comes to you. Yes, Raza, you want to ask something? Quickly.
Sir, Assalamualaikum, sir.
Walaikum salam.
Sir, I cannot find to download CS3 on Mac. I don't know how to do it on Mac.
Raza, you need to check it on the YouTube, find out some way over there that whether you are able to download this version on Mac, because I think it should work on Mac because normally the students install it on Mac. So try to resolve this issue by searching over the internet. A number of people are there who have given the solution for this. Okay, when you will go to the,
CS3,
yeah, find out
it will
how,
come from on
right
Mac.
there in the YouTube, how to install Adobe Photoshop CS3 in MacBook. Okay, so they will give you the link and all the options will be there, so you will be able to apply. Okay, fine. Any other question, any other thing related to the topic or the chapter that we have studied?
Nothing else.
Okay,
I got
all
it.
things, what should I consider? All things are clear. What should I
Yes, sir.
assume? No one is asking anything. What should I assume? Nothing is clear. You are not asking anything, or all the things are that much clear that everyone is just very much clear about all the topics. Mass.
Yes, sir. I have issued magnetic lasso too.
Magnetic lasso and lasso are near to each other, as I have explained you. Lasso is when you are selecting. Okay, just like this is a background. Let me take. Okay, this is an image. I have taken the lasso tool. Now I am selecting some portion in this way. It is basically freehand. Okay, it is in this way. It is basically freehand, and I can select in this way. I can press Control C and Control V. I can make copy. But when we talk about the magnetic, so magnetic is having only one property, that it will be stuck. Can you see this? That pointers are being shown over here. It will be stuck. Wherever you will click, it will leave a dot. Can you see this? Wherever you will click, it will leave a dot. And at the end, when you will complete the selection, let's suppose I have done the selection over here, I will have to double click. When I will double click, then the selection will be completed. Can you see that this is the basically selection, whatever I have done. So in this way, the magnetic lasso tool works. So we can do this using lasso tool. What is polygon? In polygon, the case is different. In polygon, you are going to draw small lines. Control D is used to unselect. Okay, I pressed Control D to unselect. Now polygon, what will happen in the polygon? You can make simple straight lines. Okay, in this way. So this happens in the polygon tool. Yes, this is clear. If you have got anything, please ask me. Please clear these all things to you. And keep in mind that this is very important chapter, and these are very important tools. So cropping, we have understood all the things about cropping. Painting tools, I had explained you the brush tool. If I haven't, so I am going to explain you what is meant by basically the brush tool. For brush tool, we are going to take a new file. I had explained you these all options whenever we are taking a new file. Take a new file of some good size. Right now its size is very less. So I take a file of, you know, um, 5 inches by 7 inches. Okay, it is showing us in the pictures 5 inches. It was not changed actually, and 7 inches. Now it will be changed. Okay, 5 by 7 inches page I have taken over here. and I want to do something using brush tool. What I am going to do? When the background layer is white. Right now we have taken one background layer and the background layer is white. So what can I do? I can draw some different object on it. For this purpose, I can draw some. I can take any other layer, and on that particular layer, I can draw some object. So we have got one tool which is basically the brush tool. Can you see this? In brush tool, we have got brush tool, pencil tool, and color replacement tool. So we are going to take brush tool. Whenever we take brush tool, so you need to select the color using which you are going to draw. Whatever you are going to draw, basically it's up to you what you are drawing. Okay, whatever you are drawing. So it will be drawn on the background. Now see that this image is drawn on the background page. So brush tool, basically it depends that when you take the brush tool, you can select its thickness, how much thick it is. If you will take 1 point, it will be very narrow, very thin. Can you see this? If you take 1 point, it will be very thin brush tool. But if you take, let's suppose 19, it is a thicker size. Okay, whatever you are drawing, you can draw any good thing using it. You can draw a boat, you can draw some scenery, just like all the things. So if you are drawing some thing, so you can take the brush from here, just like in this way. You can take a brush and then you can apply it. Okay, then mode of the brush is normal or dissolve. These are basically or dark or multiply or color or blur. So we are working right now on the normal. Opacity. Opacity basically refers to whether it will be transparent or not. If we change the opacity, then you will see that it is comparatively light and the background is clear. Comparatively light and the background. But if we increase the opacity to 100%, it will be in the darker color. So opacity basically refers to the transparency. How much transparent is it? If you will increase the opacity, it will be darker. It will you decrease the opacity, it will show you the background even. Okay. And then there is flow. Flow is basically how much you are drawing. The flow remains 100%. You know, don't need to change it. So you can select the brush number one. You can select the brush size number two. What kind of brush size is there that you are using? Some different options are there that you are using. If you want to draw in the form of stars, then you can take stars. Let's suppose if I take a new file, let me take a new file. Why it is this is a new file where what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the brush. I have selected this brush tool. Now I have taken not the dot, but I have taken a star. So when I have taken a star, so when I'm drawing, it is drawing a star. It is in light color because the opacity is increased. But if I increase the opacity, can you see these stars? Wherever I am drawing, it is drawing these stars. Can you see this? If let me change the color. Now when I am drawing, so it is drawing the stars. If I go there and if I change it from star to any other symbol which is there, this is a leaf. Take this leaf. So when I am drawing this, so it is drawing in this way, in this color, wherever I am clicking. So size is very high, 74. So if I change the size to 9 and then I draw, so you can see that change the size to 9 and then you can take this leaf, so it will be in this size. Okay, this is how you are going to draw some different things using brush tool. Even you can use the pencil tool is there. You can draw it using pencil tool as well, and you can change the thickness is depends on you. Other options are also there. Other shapes are also there using which you can draw. Let's suppose if you want to draw the grass, take green color. And then I'm drawing the grass over here. Okay. Why red is coming? Because the red is also there over here. If you want to take only in green, so change it to the green as well. Both the colors are green, then when we will draw, it will be in green color. So if you want to draw the grass, you can take this option. So basically, these all are the brush options that are available. So you can draw any of the good option that you like, and you consider that it is good for my graphic that I am going to design over here. Now I have explained you brush tool as well in a very much detail, so you can see that how you can draw, how you can choose this. I have also told you the foreground and the background colors which are available over here. The foreground colors and the background colors. Now, I have also explained you these options, that how you can change the opacity, how you can change, you know, how you can change the brush design, how you can change the brush thickness, number means number of the brush, how you can change the opacity and the flow, normal mode, color mode, burn mode, darken mode. These all are the modes that you can select. Okay. And you will see the differences between them. Then come towards the gradient tool. Gradient tool is used whenever you are drawing any object. Gradient is basically, gradient refers to the multiple colors when you are drawing some object. Let's suppose if I take a new file, let me take a new file. And I want to draw some object. Let's suppose I want to, using this gradient tool, I want to draw some rectangle, let's suppose. Gradient is going to apply multiple options. First, we read this thing. Our class time is about to over. We will start it from here, okay, from the gradient. So, your attendance is already done. Someone has got any question? All the things are clear. Please try it at home. Why? Because this is very good skill for your future, for you. Not only in this standard that in where you are studying in 8th standard or P3, but it will be very beneficial for you in your future. Just believe me, this thing that it will be very beneficial for you. If you learn it, if you take interest in it, it is going you pay back.